Please welcome everybody to speak on the topic of the extraordinary photography journey. Please welcome and put our hands together for Mr. Zung Ninja, international photographer and founder of The Photos.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks a lot for having me here. I share a bit of my life for past 3 years. I spent half of my time in Malaysia now to serve some of my old clients and enjoy my nasi lemak. And I spend the other half of my time in all over the world. Each year I cover about 5 to 6 continents for my international clients. This is Scotland. I'm rushing for slideshow, not playing Facebook, okay? Sun Valley, Masai Mara, Egypt, Kazakhstan. Oh, this is not my father, okay? Sahara Desert, Sweden, Bali. I've been there for 23 times, only one time for holiday. My room in Cabo, Mexico, Tibet, Maldives. Yeah, sometimes scary, to see this sign in South Africa. Spain, Victoria Falls, London. This one my assistant. Started as an intern 10 years ago and became a junior photographer and senior photographer. And he's been working with me for 10 years. I'm not from any of the top art college in London or New York. No, I'm actually born in Malaysia, in a small fishing village called Sekinjan. Oh, you know Sekinjan? Good. How's the seafood? Right? Good. Let me show you. We have a beautiful paddy field. You know that, right? Good food, handsome guy. No, that's not true. But we don't have a beautiful beach. Let me show you my swimming pool. I know how to swim since 5 years old. Here's my swimming pool. I was very active in my school. I was a head prefect. I was the top guy in the taekwondo in cadet police, and I thought I was so good. But when I was 17 years, my sister found out she has breast cancer, and I saw her suffer every day. When I was 18, a year later, she passed away, breast cancer. Very sad, and I was doing my SPM exam. I basically walked into exam hall blank. So I thought, okay, any other bad thing happen anytime, anywhere, right? Let's move on. My father had a bit of money from the share. He was a fisherman. My mom never been to school. So, would you like to study in overseas? I said, yeah, of course. A little bit of money. So I enrolled to the American degree program, 2 years in Malaysia, and 2 years in the United States. I thought, oh God, my life is going to be different. When I enrolled to the college, the currency exchange was 2.5 ringgit to $1. In 1 year, it jumped to 3.8. I was like, holy. So I realized I have no money and my dad don't have any money. So I started to work. Every night, I go to the nightclub, taking picture in the nightclub, making 50 ringgit. So I travel on a motorbike. Weekend, I go to shoot wedding. So that's how I support myself. Let me show you some wedding picture that I shot. I shot the wedding of Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga. Don't laugh, okay? That's how I make 50 ringgit, make 200 ringgit from my own living expenses. One day I realized that there's no way. I still have a good hope in the government they can do a good job. Now you go down to 2.5. After another year, it doesn't happen. So I have no choice. I drop out. I wanted to be a photographer for 2 years, make some money, and go to the United States without rely on my parents. You know what? I just work crazy, like 16 hours a day, shooting a lot of weddings, events, almost everything. But I didn't go back. So 15 years later, I didn't go to States. I'm still a photographer. And you know what I'm shooting after hard work for 15 years? I'm still shooting wedding. But let me show you the wedding that I shot for the past few years. Paris, Melbourne, Norway, Bali, Tuscany in Italy, the best vineyard in the world, Iceland. So, we've been covering wedding in about 40 countries in the world, and probably the only one covers 6 continents in the world. One very strong thing, I don't follow the trend. Do not follow the trend. Do what you think, what you're good at, and challenge it and make it the best. If you follow, all the whole world move there. If you want to survive, just follow. But if you want to be extraordinary, go the other way. So, no matter what change, I do capture moments. I believe that the moments important. Good moment, we treasure that. Bad moments, we take it as a lesson. A lot, capture moments. And telling the story. This is a Vietnamese family. 25 years ago, they migrated to Australia as a refugee. 25 years later, look at that. From a refugee robbed by the pirate for 7 times, so poor, to 25 years later, look at the grandma, so rich she is now. Look at the gold teeth, so happy, right? So tell a story. No matter how the technology change, the story is the one remain the same. And we shot a wedding in Spain, and all the people are like, hey, we Europeans are so good. Why this bride had to hire an Asian guy with a weird hair, shooting around? They said, hey, who is this guy? The way he shoots is funny, running around, hiding sometimes, or right in front of your face. We just shoot it, we don't care. Nighttime, we did a slideshow and we played it. They were shocked and they was clap first one, second one stand up, third one, and everybody stand up and clap for us. And we just realized, oh, this is called standing ovation. So, okay, good. And this picture is everywhere in the magazine now, includes some in the Spain. And you never know who are you going to meet. I never think, okay, I'm a photographer. No, we are more than that. As long as you do the best at what you do, you lead you to an interesting way or meet some interesting people. This is one of my client father, Sultan Perak. And I got a chance to shoot for Dalai Lama in Australia. I was like shocked. I said, oh, I'm going to meet a holy man. But he just came up behind me. He's like a chicken old man, you know, very friendly, keep joking. And when I shook his hand, I was like, ooh, what is that? It's like a little girl's hand, 5 years old little girl, so soft. And then I got an inspiration that, hey, why not I do these art pictures? It's about the connection, a hand of a holy man, and the connection with the layman. So this picture is called the Holy Hand. And this is one of the most sought after art pictures that people want to buy from me. I met this guy called Anthony Robbin. Anybody know who is Anthony Robbin? Anthony Bourdain? Yeah, Malaysian always in food, right? Okay, this is one of the biggest guy in this seminar and motivation books. I got his job. It's so simple. I just keep my passion. When I met him, 5,000 people, 8 bodyguards. I can't get closer to him. It's so important that we keep the passion. I grabbed my camera because I think he's good. I shot some good picture of him. And on day 3, I realized that from his speech, I learned something from him. So I get a chance to meet him personally for 1 minute. And I bring my small little Canon printer. I print out some picture. A Canon printer called Selfie printer. I print it on the spot. I gave it to him as a token of appreciation with no expectation. He saw that and said, wow, this is a great pictures. So I said, oh yeah, you love it. Okay, thanks. I learned something from you. You know what? 3 days later, I get a call from his office asking me to be his personal photographer. And since then, I've been shooting for him for 5 years in 6 continents. So to me, it's like, let it be big or small. We just do something that we need. It can be so fast. So make full use of it. Don't just keep the pictures in the computer. And I'm so poor that I don't have money to buy him the best iPad. This is your pictures. So this is very impactful picture that I take and that touch people's heart. I believe a good picture is the pictures that catch your eye. But a great picture is a picture that touch your heart. And sometimes I get more chance to shoot for Richard Brenson, my idol. And sometimes I get a chance to shoot for Donald Trump. It's funny, I was rushing from South Pole, finished assignment from South Pole, rushed back to Malaysia to change my gear and change my baju, and rushed to US to shoot for him. So I was like, oh, I want to do this lighting, this profile, this, what's it called? This lens. I have everything planned. On that day, everything goes wrong because he was in a very bad mood. The moment he came up here with private jet, I can tell he's in a very bad mood. So I said, oh God, how do I take a good picture of him? And I realized that along the way, I keep on the TV, you know, he liked to talk about girls. And I realized that all girls, maybe young girls or old girls, love to talk about his hair. So I think, okay, rules number 1 to take a good picture of Donald Trump. Make sure his hair looks good. So, okay, so I put on all these small details. Wherever picture I shoot, I make sure he looks good. His hair looks good. And he was very happy. Again, he wanted fast pictures. So I give him some. He's happy. And then I have a second time shooting for him. I get it printed on the canvas. This is the one. And give it to him. And he was very, very happy. There's only 2 copies in the world now. This is the first copy in my office now with his autograph. The second copy is in his office with my autograph. And the canvas print cost me less than 100 ringgit. So, what I want to share with you is pay the attention on small details. All of us want to do great thing, right? But the secret is do the small thing great. And the second one, why he loved this picture a lot is look at the hand. His hand is bigger than his face. In the boring art school, they say this is wrong, you are fail. Anyway, I feel in many ways. But I was a prefect. In photography, I realized that I love to break the rules. The reason why I shoot his hand so big is talking about power. It's about power. So don't afraid to break the rules if you want to get some extraordinary result. I told my dad that I wanted to be a photographer. Of course, I didn't tell him. I was so angry of him that he cannot support my study. And yet he told me in a very sarcastic way, so you want to be a photographer, how much you can make a month? I never told him the answer after 15 years. But I can show you the answer. Oh, this is $100 that I made from Donald Trump with your autograph. I have a crazy idea to travel around the world to save my time instead of fly in, fly out, flying out. So I combine all. The first one started in Singapore, wedding of Miss Singapore. Started in 5 o'clock in the morning, finished at 12 o'clock midnight. The next assignment is next day, 9 o'clock in the morning. Not too bad, right? For Asian, not too bad, right? But it's next day, 9 o'clock in London. So what I did, 12 o'clock, run, jump in a plane, sleep, arrive and shoot. London Fashion Week. So I don't have a client. I didn't have a clients in Africa continents, but I still be there. I shot a lot of art pictures. And this is a picture that I got. Very inspiration. See, I was complaining about lousy weather, I don't want to shoot. Lousy weather means what? no good color. We can't get this kind of red color, the Maasai color. I can't. So I just sit there. And I saw the Maasai was jumping, dancing, so happy. I was so inspired. Say, hey, these people don't have any resources or good life. But look, they enjoy themselves. And what I learned is, no matter how bad is the situations, economy-wise, life, never stop to make yourself happy. So I shot these pictures. I asked my African driver to hold the flash here, and I shoot from here. It's called Jumping Maasai. And 1 year later, I sold these pictures at the auction. I was asking about 9,000 ringgit. I was very afraid people buy for 9,000 ringgit. I have a doubt. Why? Very simple. Now everything go digital. All the people will say, hey, everything is digital. Everything is digital. We don't pay money for printing, right? I was like, hey, people can buy a CD for $200 and you get 2,000 pictures. I was like, okay, fine. If you want to do cheap, let them do cheap. I moved to the new market, which is art. I do art pictures, and this is the limited edition print with my autograph. So end up, what happened? I didn't get 9,000. I get 16,000. So this is the thing that I want to move to in the future, selling art print. And my picture is not only good for your eye, but it's also the inspiration and the story behind that. That's why I keep searching for things to print on different material like metal or print on semi-precious stone. Everything, I'm very open on that. So if any one of you have something crazy idea or material, let's talk later. Please come to me. I have a lot of crazy idea, and I also want to make it in a big gallery, or you can do it in your portfolio, your company portfolio, your company calendar, or whatever. We don't think in a box. We think in no box. So just talk to me if you have any idea that we can work together. After that, I went to US for a World Photographer Conference in Vegas. Then I went to Santiago. Sorry, there's a big earthquake there. You'll see the video later, but I insist to go. Auckland. This is a C for South Pole. I get a job in South Pole 2 years later. I was like, oh, I really want to go. So basically, I jumped into the plane with very little preparation. I didn't have 3 years to plan. I didn't have 3 weeks. I have only 3 days. 3 days to plan for a South Pole trip without a winter cloth. I believe in law of attraction a lot. I wanted to pay and go there a holiday. But I just get a job. Pop, like that. Sometimes I thought I'm a James Bond, you know. Oh, one day I'm in palace, then every time I'm in a 5-star hotel, then sometimes I'm in the slum taking some picture. I think I'm a James Bond. But in reality, I'm like, I cursed myself. Why I go to South Pole? Because why not stay home and enjoy my nasi lemak? You see? It's the worst sea in the world. It took me 3 days to fly to Ushuaia, which is the southern tip of Argentina in the world. And then I need another 4 days and 4 nights to reach South Pole. So I have to spend 11 days on the boat. We had to go through the worst sea in the world called Drake Passage, Cape Horn. It's the worst in the world. And what's the scary part? Sometimes the captain gets seasick. But this is what I see. This is not my picture. These are the captain pictures. This is a picture that you showed. The people jumping into the sea. 15 minutes I leave my tripod there and it's frozen. I'm glad I didn't fall asleep out there. And the picture came out of Time magazine for kids. This picture have no Photoshop at all. Can you see our board? This one. These pictures is one of my art picture series. It's only limited to 50 copies in the world. It's called The End is the Beginning. I thought I'd go to the end of the world. I've been there and it's a fantastic place. And I think, hey, it's actually a new beginning.
down on the south coast where...
Oh no!
What's that?
Oh, it's because of the earthquake.
Heading to Ushuaia, the end of the world.
I'm happy that sometimes the magazine or people call me master photographer. Yes, I'm happy, but I remember that 15 years ago I told my friend that I didn't aim to be a master photographer. I just want to master my life. What is the beginning? What is the beginning? So yesterday I looked at the currency exchange again. It's the $1 go to 3.8 something. It's like, wow, it feels like I go back to 15 years ago. So what is the beginning? What I'm doing now is, I think I go through a lot of painful experience, and I have some great people to help me. I wish I have a mentor. I have someone, a good teacher to help me. I can't find a lot of people, but why not I be one of them now? So what I do a lot of photography exhibition now. This picture is about a small window. A small window. Wherever I shoot is from the window, since I spend a lot of time in the aeroplane and wasting my time. I shoot that. This picture was exhibited in Pomo in London. It's a series of small pictures. I'm going to do this bigger, even more. It's a tribute to all the cabin crew, tribute to the MH17, tribute to all this. So if anyone interested to do the printing, let me know. We make it big. I have some location already. There are some big mall approach me to do that. I spend my time talking in the school about my humble inspiration and my humble experience. So this is a picture where I shot in the school, sharing my idea. What I do is I finish my work. So from the 5-star hotel, I move to the slum, I move to the poor area, I move to the school. Just spend half a day sharing with them. Sometimes when my staff is around, we get them to take pictures for them. And I've been doing that in many places, in India, in Bhutan, in Maldives, Poland. Oh, by the way, they are not the school kids, not the first kids. They are the minister. They are the minister of the country. So I do a lot. So the next one, what do you think about this picture? This is not America or nowhere else. This is Sekinchan. This is Sekinchan. This is Malaysia. So it's not where you go. After travel otherwise, it's not where you go. It's about how you look at the place, how you look at the people, how you find out the best of everybody, how you find the best of any worst situations. And today, we are going to have some tough time, maybe. But what I really strong believe, from the picture that I got from the Maasai that sold at 16,000, a crisis is actually an opportunity. I strongly believe in that. If I don't have a crisis of lousy weather, my picture can't sell it. I can't sell my picture for 16,000 ringgit. Remember, a crisis is the opportunity. On top of that, I want to spend even more time talking in a school in Malaysia and any other country. I want to come up with a book. I have limited time, so I want to make it to the book about my journey, some inspirations, and I have at least 5 topics for exhibition. So since we have many experts in printing business here, if any of one prefer to work together with me from your printing side or marketing side, let's talk later. Let's do it together, make Malaysia a better place. Thank you. Thanks a lot. And, photographer, can we do a selfie together? This is the latest photography skill that I'm learning, and I'm not good yet. Smile. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and make some noise. Come on, wave your hand. Thank you.
Big round of applause for our fellow Malaysian, Mr. Zung Ninja.